everybody, and welcome to the Sunward Isles. Ba-da-dum-ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Kinda had to think about that one. That's a little rough. Alrighty, so we begin the Sunward Isles estate with a good amount of our people after a few little twists and turns. I don't know what caused this, but apparently one of the mods equips every single skill. The past turn is over the map. That seems fine. I don't see a problem if you don't, I guess. Okay, I think I fixed it. Also, little thing. Can't help but notice I didn't start with every single class, but I mean, it certainly did help, so I'm gonna give it that. It absolutely made it a lot easier to get started. Oh, I understand. Oh, it's so we start with everything. That way we don't have to... okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's just, it was done in kind of a strange way. Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. The goal of this estate will be simple. We will only bring Sunward Isles style things, and we will only go to the Sunward Isles. Every other place, except maybe the farmstead — farmstead's kind of its own unique thing — will be off limits to us. So the only thing that we will be doing in this estate is Sunward Isles, maybe farmstead, and maybe courtyard, because it's like a we get invited to, you know, it's an invitation thing. So maybe we're like, oh, we'll go check this out. And it's like, there's bugs everywhere. So maybe we'll do that. I don't actually know if courtyard things show up in Sunward Isles. That's something I don't know. Overall, this is going to be a fun, if not small, estate. And I know some of you have been looking forward to this for quite some time. Yes, we will be doing the spider dungeons. I will also be going through each and every single one of the spider dungeons. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, I am going to take some unimportant characters to get this estate started. And then I'll see you hopefully with every other character, but we're going to see. Scotty the Corrupting Heart has joined your quest. Are you willing to welcome it? Yeah, I guess. Oh dear. It appears as though, however, no matter how many people we remove... Oh god, these are such good. They're so good. Okay. It's still full. It won't stop being full. Why won't you let me have more? Thank you. Huh. Jeez, that was close. Anyone new? Aha! We actually did get 2 new people. Okay, phew. So that's the reason we didn't, get everyone, is because we literally didn't have enough room. But now we get the Janissary and the Shinobi. Very good. Still a few more we actually need to get, but this does streamline the process a little bit. Okay, so we have 10 people for our noble crusade. We have the Evolutionary, the Shinobi, the Janissary, the Bounty Hunter, although it's a rework, Scotty the Corrupting, who's quite literally a chibi character, but that's perfectly fine, the Sisters, the Fawn, who I'm very excited to be using, the Monk, the Wraith, and the Butcher Bird. Still got a handful of people we need to get, but hopefully we can pull that off before the Sunward Isles actually kicks in. Oh my god! The freaking roaming Raiju is in the ruins at level 1. Well, isn't that terrible luck? Ay ay ay. Beware the storm. The Raiju's followers are on the hunt. We haven't even officially started the estate. Please do not destroy me. Oh dear. I had a feeling that this would happen. Alright, well, allow this to be our, introduction to the Igagani. First things first, 3 dodge is better than no dodge. Second, buffs are better than no buffs. Retreat. Chain down. You are chained. Well, chain down. You are chained. Well, I hold the banner to this estate, and you will not stop us from ransacking this entire area. Of course, that has no plot in the Sunward Isles. Chain down. I don't like this chaining down. Wah! Ha ha ha! Riposte! Swift Sunder! Ah! Okay. 8 dodge. Chain down. Good, good. Shuriken Sling. Steal yourself. Fine. If this is the way it must be, then so be it. We will face you, and we will come out victorious. That was the one with dodge, wasn't it? Nope. It just have a lot of dodge. 20 dodge, to be exact. Don't bleed. Umber retreat. One heck of a tutorial fight. Taste my gun. Shuriken Sling. So be it. Swift Sunder. Oh! You think this is the end? You would be thoroughly mistaken. The light will not let me fall. The light shall see us through this darkness of your ninjutsu ways. I see us all dead. Heads on stakes and body in cauldrons. Oh no. Shuriken Sling. Good. Swift Sunder. So far, the Highwayman is probably the best at fighting them. I think he's landed more attacks than anyone else. Umber retreat. So be it. Our dodge will continue to skyrocket while your attempts will continue to fall. Group heal. It's a very tiny heal, but you know what? Every little bit counts. Either stun or kill, or, you know, neither. Blades of lightning. That's a little painful. Take down. Haha! You fool. You will not die this day. Ah! Okay. Take down. Blade of lightning. Oh, that one's stunned. Okay. Well, so far, tutorial fight is going absolutely amazing. We've managed to defeat absolutely one of them. The dodge must continue. Umber retreat. You know what, though? Hang on. Lore-wise, hang on. Deepest lore, darkest lore here. Here we go. So, the reason the Sunward Isles estate begins, right? Hear me out. The members of this estate, you know, the base game characters, they're going out, doing their thing, and people from inside the Sunward Isles come and attack them, right? They basically wreak a whole lot of havoc. They stop multiple parties in their tracks, steal supplies, kill civilians, all this sort of just really terrible stuff. And the Sunward Isles hears about it. You know, the nobles, the ones that give us the red tags. I can't exactly remember what they called. They hear about it, and so they begin their own quote-quote estate. And that estate's whole goal is to not only defeat the Raiju, but to defeat the corrupted leaders of the Sunward Isles and restore peace to not only the hamlet, but to the Sunward Isles themselves. Are you hearing this? This feels like some pretty grade A plotline. You feel me? Especially after this fight, it just, mwah, chef's kiss. Very basic plotline, but you know what? Oh, it fits. Now, with that being said, jute tapestry, I'll take that. Ornate kimono, I'll take that too. Crest of the Torii, yeah, I'll take that as well. Portrait, hang on. Bink. Rare antique, emerald, Take that. I could have sworn I had the more stacking on. Okay, and what's this? Thunderblade, the Storm Trophy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this could be really good. And here's the even deeper lore. The nobles get their hands on the Thunderblade inside of the estate. They have like a scout or something. They get their hands on this weapon. And that's when they learn, oh no, the Raiju and his followers has been causing a lot of havoc, and we do not want that estate turning on us because they got some pretty powerful people in there. Their, their leader, whoever he is, some old guy with a beard and like a coat or whatever, like Dwayne or whatever his name is, I don't know. He's super, super no good. He's bad news. So we need to put an end to this right here and now. Of course, they don't tell the Sunward Isles that, but that is why this estate is formed. Oh, the deepest lore on a fly. I love it. What a good start. I'm sorry. Unwilling to train, will not train. That's a problem, buddy. It's a good thing you're not one of our permanent residents. At last! First contact. A junk has entered a nearby port. The eastern sailors carry rare items for trade and a unique culture. They seem to be friendly. Travel to their land and establish favorable connections. And this is when we swap POV. We are now the Sunward Isles. So, let's see who we currently have at the start of our adventure. We have with us 18 brave Sunward attendants. The first one, I'm going to butcher some of these names. The Onabushi, which seems to be a very strong melee attacker of a sort. The that's gonna be a fun part of this estate. Shadow butchers every character's title. The Gookin? Some people are cringing. I'm cringing. The Guikin. The Kitsune Miku. Even though it's Kitsune Miku, but Kitsune Miku just sounds so much cuter. The Iron Buddha. The Miko. The Evolutionary. A turncoat shinobi who has seen the error in his ways. He's very lamentful about it. The Janissary. The reworked bounty hunter. I forget what this character's name is. Is this a lobotomy corp thing? Light of the End. That's a lobotomy corp thing. Come on, this is literally Burning Girl. I recognize that. The Blazing Lord. Sikadi the Corrupting. The Sisters. The Minstrel. The Corsair. The Fawn. The Monk. The Wraith. And the Butcher Bird. I believe there is still a couple characters that we need to pick up. But for the most part, this is more or less all of them. We are missing a small handful, but this is a pretty good amount of them. So, I went ahead and spent our initial days, where we were still in the POV of the estate, by getting as much gold as I possibly could. And even with upgrades, I'll explain how gold got lowered with upgrades in a second. Even with upgrades, we're sitting at a nice and clean 55.1k. Rounding up, of course. So, all in all, pretty good. We've done pretty solid on gold, especially considering we had no access to the Sunward Isles, which is going to be giving us a lot of gold. So, let's go over one of the other mods, which you may notice has affected our places in a very unique way. For example, 5k gold to upgrade the hero barracks with a blueprint. Experienced recruits, 5k gold and a blueprint. Oh boy. The tavern. Very unique changes to these sorts of areas. For example, going to the bar has a 75% event chance, 30% chance to gain a trinket and a buff, a 70% chance... So basically, to explain this, there is a 75% chance that the next time you enter the estate, there will be a town event. And from going here, there will be a 30% chance that you gain a trinket and a buff, and a 7% chance that you lock... that character is locked in there for an additional day. They're missing, they gain a quirk, or they lose gold. The Gambling Hall has a 60% event chance, and more or less the same thing. Pretty good chance to either lose a trinket, lose gold, gain a negative quirk, or the opposite. Gain a positive quirk, gain gold, or gain a trinket. The Brothel has a 50% event chance with a 40% buff chance, but 60% chance that they either stay or, you know, they gain some type of debuff. The Sanitarium. Not a whole lot has changed for the Sanitarium. It's more or less the same, but you might have noticed something. There's 3 instead of 2. Which, yes, you guessed it, you can have 6 people work on their quirks while they are here. Very, very welcome change. The Abbey, which has a lot of things, but most importantly, there is a really good chance that if you go to the Orator's Podium, the townsfolk will help you out with either gold, trinkets, or a quirk. 12%, 12%, 8%, pretty solid. A 42% chance you gain a negative quirk, and a 25% chance that they are locked in. Transept is basically super, super high chance to gain a buff, 10% chance to gain just a positive quirk, and 20% chance to gain the Witness negative quirk. And the Training Ring, which is 40%, it's 50% chance good, 50% chance bad. Let's say it that way. Now, here's an interesting one. The Graveyard. If we're willing to spare a little bit of gold, we can pay the Necromancer. So, what the Necromancer does, from level 2 to 5, he will, I believe, cause the Resurrection event. So he is extremely useful, but I believe once he gets to Necromancer 5, you can start doing this. A split of what the minions collect in exchange for some of their liberties. So basically, as you level this up, occasionally you will get goodies just for playing the game. They'll go on their own quests and gather goodies for you. So I like to think of this as, if the estate is trying to get on the good side of the Sunward Isles, this is essentially the estate trying to bribe us. And I feel like that fits so, so well. Moving on to the guild. Not a whole lot has changed here, but you might notice guild certification, which needs a whopping 36 crests, 5k gold, and allows access to better equipment and training. Training regiment is basically the same. up to 50% reduced training cost. Very good. The Instructor Mastery, which allows us to upgrade our skills. You know, stuff you'd expect, basically. And the Blacksmith, who I believe is largely unchanged. Yeah, he's not really changed at all. And finally, the Nomad Wagon, which we can increase how many trinkets she holds. We can reduce the cost. I believe up to 70% reduced cost. Because I think 20, 40, and then 30. So I think we can reduce trinket costs by up to 70%, which is a very, very big deal. So, that is basically everything the town has to offer. We don't have the Survivalist, but when we do, I'll be very glad to show that to you. So, with that being said, the biggest question now is, who wants what character? Because I know some of you guys want your own custom name on a character, and I would be a fool to deny you of such a thing. The only one I think I'm gonna take for myself might be the Fawn, just because I think Bridget on the Fawn is just such an adorable name. I don't know. Maybe it's not, but I've always thought the Fawn looks like a Bridget. So maybe I'll take her for myself. But every other character is fair game. I'm also wondering if we'll only have one of each character. Unintentionally, that's kind of how it's been going. But all in all, I think it should be a pretty good time. And of course, yeah, the spiders are already in town, so that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be fun. I haven't revisited the spiders in a few years, actually. So, hey, maybe they're not as bad as I remember. But what's very important is we need to do the Sunward intro. The sea is stirring. A distant island can be seen from the front of the ship, but it might be too soon to relax. So I know that this is going to be an extremely short episode, but I would really like you guys to get your names in, if any, onto the characters. And like I said, we are still missing a few. For example, we're missing the fish guy, the practitioner. We're missing him. And we're missing a few other characters that I cannot name off the top of my head. But all in all, we have most of them. So with that, that has been the introduction, if not a chaotic one, to the Sunward Isles. I hope you guys are as excited for the series as I am. And I will see you guys in the next episode, which is basically the official start. This was like the prerequisite start. This was the tutorial to the level 1. You feel me? Bye.